Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mark's Fishing Home here. Get this opening kicked off, and I'll see you on the other side. I do apologize because I do want to say one thing. Kim Burris was first, uh, and I saw all the comments flying by, but my internet dropped, and I had to reconnect to my other internet, so I'm not going to be able to do the full initial shout outs like I normally do. Anyways, let's get this opening kicked off. I'll see you on the other side. What's going on, good people? I'm sure there will be plenty of funny comments this evening, but what a way to kick off the show right there. Son or Son on the Ground says, "Oh my God, the ad was, hi, my name is Wendy. For those who don't know, her name is Wendy. And I get Botox. What the fuck?" What's going on? What's going on? 19 wonderful people in the house. And like I said, I'm sorry I won't be able to do the original shout out. My internet dropped and all of a sudden my whole chat disappeared. So, but anyways, what's going on, good people? I appreciate y'all being here. I'll drop the link in a minute. Where's my lighter? There it is. I just want to say, I had a few requests and I've had a day. And plus, you guys who know me know I'm going to have quite a few more days coming up here pretty soon. So, I'm like, yeah, I could use that shit too. Hey, Joy, what's going on? Twisted Art Lady, John Wiggs. Let me at least scroll to the top of the chat real quick. My chat dropped because my internet did, so I couldn't do the original people that popped in like I normally do. But let's start off at where my chat stopped. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, yeah, see. This is my first comment. Joy Howell Scott. That's definitely wasn't the first comment, but I'm glad she is asking. I did see he went live while I was at work. I just couldn't peek in because I was busy, but my little phone got an alert and I looked down. So it was good to see he did another not today. So, anyways, let's roll through these names real quick. We got Kim Burris, Joy Stewart, Retired Rick, River Rat 3030, That Fishing Channel, Wendy. Sorry, you guys are talking so much back there, it's cracking me up like I'm trying to scroll past. And yep, the names. Man, you guys are killing it back there. And Whisker Dreams in the house, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, brother. Are you still at Applebee's? I'll drop that link in a minute. Joy. Scroll. Kim Burris, obviously, who was first earlier. Johnny Small Pepper coming in real late saying first. River at 30. Scroll. Come on. That's where I was just a minute ago. I saw my own name saying I'm getting ready to head out to the garage. All right, Winnie. Man, I'm telling you, y'all was chatting it up in the background before I went live. Maybe I should have just clicked live earlier. Twisted Art Lady, hello. And sorry, I'm not actually reading the comments right now because I'm just trying to get to the bottom. So, John Wiggs, what's up, brother? Just trying to get down there so I can be current again. Y'all know me. Florida Flash, hello. Hell, once I get down there, I probably won't even be able to keep up either. Jefferson Einstein, hello. 23 awesome people, it says up there while I'm still trying to scroll what I can see going on there. My goodness. I don't think any lady ever wants to hear this, but my appendages are getting tired trying to scroll through the chat. Oh my, whoa. I do have to stop the presses right here. Cause I'm so glad to see you. I don't know if you still have Facebook or anything. I don't know if you still do your channel or anything, or if you've noticed. But there's been times where I've reached out saying, I hope you're doing well because I haven't seen you. Wow. Catfish and McCall's in the house. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I don't know why I haven't, like, I'm not worried about seeing you here technically because a lot of people have stopped coming here, but I was worried about you. And I was hoping you were doing well. So whatever's going on in life, I hope it's doing well. And wow, I'm sorry, guys. That I was scrolling through, and when I saw Catfish and McCalls, I had to stop and take a pause and speak on it. I hope you're doing well, Brandon. Scrolling back through again, getting back there. Whisker, Mike Sampy, what's going on, Samson? She says I'm doing okay. All right, heck yeah, good to hear. Yeah, that. Let me tell you, scrolling through all of this chat, that just put a pause in my boots. Like, wait a minute, Catfish McCalls is back in the house. Hey, Journals of Awakening, what's going on, brother? Sampy. Yeah. Canal Jesus, what's going on? Hope you're doing well from over there in Brazil, brother. Man, I'm about to just scroll this thing to the bottom. Let me get current. I'm sorry, guys. Let me get current and then drop the link just in case. It is definitely amazing to see you calls. Potomac River Monster, what's going on, brother? Let me grab my link real quick and drop it out there just in case anybody's ready. Let's see, copy. It's funny. I've taught this to so many people, but I always feel like I have to talk myself through the procedure. Copy, paste. There it is. Hey, Teresa, what's going on, girl? Thanks for the stickers. They're up there. I didn't know you had sent them through Randy. I just knew Randy did, and I knew they were stickers that Aaron had mentioned sent a long time ago. So, but yeah, I got the House of Dank and the all of that stuff up there now. So, thank you for passing those along to Randy, and then he sent them to me. And I'm glad I got to hang out the other day while you were playing some music. I got confused at first, though. I popped in. I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm going to listen for a minute while I'm doing this paperwork. And all of a sudden, it got cut off. I'm like, what the hell? But then it came back up. So that was cool. Don R., what's up, brother? Jefferson Einstein, Mid South Mike, or as Wendy says, Mad Mouth Mike. Oh, by the way, Wendy, thank you. Last night, I didn't have time to watch the whole replay thing after I left, but you did pop up here and You had a rotating panel, and you and Sandy Toes and all Mr. Duggar, Johnny Small Pepper. You guys kept that shit rolling last night. You guys had a good night, in my opinion. Like I watched it, parts of it. I couldn't watch the whole thing, but I was skimming through, and I was cracking up. I'm like, wow, they really did keep going. That was some good stuff. Catfish Fresno, what's going on, brother? Alvin Lewis, 1979, what's going on, y'all? It's Whisker Dream's birthday. I'm wondering if he's still at Applebee's or not, or if he's on his way home. I just got off work, so I don't know. See, I'm still in my chef coat. Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry to hear about that, but that's why I reached out today because I remember last night you were talking about it, so that's why I reached out today to see how she was doing. But yeah, when I looked at it, I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? That went on way longer than I expected. Because when I left, I already knew you were dealing with some stuff, and I said, here's a link in case Wendy wants it, but if not, y'all can do what you want to do, and when you leave, the thing will end. It was Sandy Toes and Mid South up there with me on panel. I'm like, y'all can keep having your conversation and leave whenever you feel like it. And technically, the show will end because if nobody's up there, kind of the chat eventually kind of drops out. Unless they're really having a good time to themselves, then they might stay and just keep cracking jokes and talking amongst themselves. But, anyways, so I dropped that link and I said, just in case. And then I left. But I saw that the panel kept changing, the chat kept hanging in there. It was a just a weird night, like a good night, but a weird night. I'm like, that is hilarious that people are that awesome to be able to hang out and just keep going, and it was beautiful in my opinion. What's up, Keith DOC in the house? 31 people actually in the house. What's going on, y'all? I hope you're having a great weekend. Or, well, technically it's the middle of the week, but I'm already thinking about my weekend because it's gonna suck. uh, my owner of the restaurant is going to be the expediter. My manager, who doesn't know how to cook a hamburger, in my opinion, is going to be running the grill. And instead of me doing my normal thing when I'm expediting and running the line, I'm actually going to be cooking instead in between these two people. And I just think I'm going to lose my shit. I might actually lose my job because I just have a feeling I'm going to snap on both of them and put them in their place and be like, you don't fucking know shit. Sorry, it is what it is. But, and by the way, I just got to say one thing. This is funny. You guys won't understand it, but the one cook who did quit, who was part of the triangle, supposedly sometimes watches my lives and stuff back there because his lady told me, she's like, sometimes we're laying in bed and I hear your voice. I'm like, that don't sound good. Why are you hearing my voice when you're laying in bed with your man? But yeah, one of the triangle guys, um, who just left us. His lady one day, I was like, "Oh, he loves watching your show sometimes at night. He cracks up because you're like lit up and you're talking about shit about work and whatever." And so sometimes he's watching you on the TV or on another device, and I hear you in the background. So yeah, this weekend is the second weekend, as I call it, of St. Patrick's Day. And it's going to be the busier weekend of the two. Hey, Big Slim, what's going on, brother? It's going to be the busier weekend of the two, even though we just had St. Patty's Day weekend this last week. We had our parade, and all the hotels were filled up and all that crap. And we went through that shenanigan week. Next week is the actual official St. Patty's Day weekend. It's going to be busier. But we're going to have less qualified people trying to run shit in our restaurant. It's going to be hilarious to me. And I swear to God, I'm going to look that owner dead in his eye. And I'm going to look at that manager who's supposedly running the grill, look him dead in his eye. And tell him, you want me to bail you out? You're getting behind? I want that money. I want that retroactive money too. This whole last week has been crap. This whole week's going to be crap. I want retroactive pay. What's going on, Cricket? So yeah, it's going to be a wild one. It's going to be a wild one. As long as they don't start hearing old baby. What's going on, Smoke? Let me drop that link again. It's been a minute. Let me copy that. Drop that again just in case. More post comment. And obviously, as always, I technically don't care if it like comes up or not, but I appreciate the effort. Tell him, bro, get that money. Yeah, trust me, I will. Saturday, when this shit's hitting the fan, and I already know it is. I know what's coming Saturday. It's gonna get, because here's the deal. Like I said, one piece of the triangle was already gone. He's done. Like, he's not on the schedule for the rest of this week. He put in his notice. He filled out his notice. He's done. He ain't gonna be here this week. It's why last week I worked every single day we're open, and that's why this week I'm working every single day we're open. It's done. Like, he's gone. But what sucks about this weekend is another piece of the triangle is gone because he requested it off a while back. So he's gone. It's me. That's it. I'm the elbow over here. I'm the last piece of that triangle. Nobody else is going to be there that knows everything that I know. It got so bad with what's going on right now that the owner is coming in to expedite on Saturday. It's gotten so bad that the supposed kitchen manager, who barely ever likes to come to the line, is going to work the grill all day. I'm going to be in there cutting a rug. I'm going to be laughing. And when it gets to that point, and I know it will get there, trust me, we have 250 tops that day too. We have 250 tops. I know it's going to get crazy. Plus the St. Patrick's Day weekend. Oh, it's going to be crazy. Hold on, somebody's in the basement. Oh, that's my McButter muffins. What's going on, brother? Let me get you up there. But so I know it's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna look both them little some bitches right in their eyeball and be like, give me money, or you don't dare schedule me this next week again.
Did you see my comment to you about how to approach this, Mike?
I'm gonna approach it like this in the moment. I'm telling you, I already know. I even told my lady. I went and talked to her first when I came home, and I told her what's coming up. And I'm gonna look my owner and my manager dead in their fucking eyes when they ask me to bail out the restaurant that night, because I know I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna look them both dead in their fucking eyes. I'm gonna look at the owner first, and I'm just gonna rub my fingers together and say, "This ain't the world's smallest violin. It better be the world's biggest increase in pay next." I'm telling you, I'm snapping on them both Saturday. I guarantee it.
Could I throw something out for consideration?
Always.
You are in a spot right now where your only goal is to leverage your position up so you hold all the negotiation power. You're almost there. So Saturday,
especially if the owner is going to be there that day and see what really goes on. Me and him barely ever interact. He doesn't really know what I do there. So he's going to be there. He's going to see it. And if it gets to that point where I have to bail out the entire damn line, he's going to see it. And I'm going to look him dead in his eye and be like, that's why you better give me that $2 to $3 raise.
Right. There you go.
Or next week, you can put me back down to my 3-day schedule and fuck this place. I'll go find something else part-time.
Well,
I have the power coming up this weekend.
Good. My only suggestion, because you know what to do best for you, right? My only suggestion is before you start, go, okay, guys, I'm not going to bail you guys out. You guys are the experts here. You know everything. That's why everyone's leaving underneath.
I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to let it happen. I'm not going to say that. You know, I'm not a dummy. I'm not going to say that.
I would say that.
But I'm going to let that happen.
I would say that.
And then I'm going to have them ask me. No, see, I want them to ask me to bail them out because that'll prove my point.
That's exactly where you want to be.
If the owner and the manager have to beg me for help, that proves that what I said the last time when I talked to them. I don't want to open my mouth and go, oh, hey, you want some help over there? No, I'll just do my leadership role that I usually do. Here's my problem, I guess.
Right.
I usually step up and do the leadership shit and don't get appreciated for it.
Exactly.
All right, Joy.
Exactly right.
Hurry back, hopefully. If not, I love you guys. But I normally step up into the leadership role when it's needed. But that's when it's needed amongst my coworkers. The fact that Saturday is going to be hilarious. The owner and the supposed top dog kitchen manager dude has to be there. So if those two people are devastated and crushed and overwhelmed, normally, if that's people on the line, I will step up and take that leadership role and help them out. I'm not going to do that for those two people. I'm going to make them ask me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Make them ask me for it. And when they ask me, that's when I go, you're coming to me, and you're the ones with the power of the purse. Give it to me or step off.
Well, the only reason, Mike, you have, we're getting to the same point. You just have you're doing it the way you want to, which is perfect. The only reason I say at the beginning of the shift is to set the rules because they need to hang themselves. You've got to nail the doors, the windows. You've got to make sure that the stairs downstairs to the basement and upstairs are locked. They can't escape their own buffoonery. And however you do that, and you've already got your plan to do that, but if you do that, say, listen, so you guys are going to handle all the issues that raise up today because you need to see this firsthand. I'm not going to be that guy. This is you today. Good. I'm going to run the back here and I'm going to let you deal with it. Mike, I'm telling you, and go and I would not mention 2 to 3. I would say that's why $3 an hour more and an extra 2 weeks of vacation are negotiation tools. Because you have to go high, so they middle ground you. I think you can get $2.50 an hour out of this.
You get to the whole handshake. You go high, they go
Yep,
low, and you're like, no, and you start to pull your hand back, and then they got to pull their hand forward, and then eventually you can get a handshake. I know what you're talking about. You go high, they go low, and you're like, well, fuck you, and you start to pull your hand away and say, I'm leaving. Then all of a sudden they start reaching out towards you, like, yeah, wait a minute, let's shake hands. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a negotiation.
Yep, it is.
But I'm not a greedy son of a bitch. I've always been a poor man. I'll always be a poor man. I'm not greedy. So I don't want to go that high. But I understand what you're saying. Like, you go high, they go low, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna walk away. They're like, wait a minute, we've already had too many people walk away. So let's kind of start reaching forward and trying to get that handshake deal. I get what you're saying.
Well, the other option you can do is to see where they're at, because if they're going to lowball you, go, well, we can end this conversation right now. That we're in totally different ballparks. One of the things you can do, Mike, for consideration only, is go, okay, so how many dollars an hour right now do you think I deserve?
Oh, hey, Cricket. Yes, absolutely, Wendy. Thank you for notifying me. I was talking with Johnny. Hold on, Johnny. Let me pause real quick. Yep. Cricket became a new member. Thank you, Wendy, for showing me that because I didn't see it. I'm sitting here hooting and hollering about work because I'm pissed off about my week coming up. Cricket, welcome aboard. And I know Cricket came in here one night and hang out and was welcomed by everybody in here. The next day, they left a comment on the video and said, thank you very much for everybody for making me feel so welcome here. It was one of those kind word messages. So thank you, Cricket. I actually do appreciate those kind words more than money. I'm a poor man. I'll always be a poor man, but the kind words mean so much to me. If I can make a couple pennies and change all the people doing that too, I definitely appreciate it. So thank you for becoming a new member. But yeah, I do remember Cricket's first comment the next day. They basically said like they came in that night. My entire chat here that was here that evening welcomed them, and they had a good time that night. And the next day, they left a comment and said, thank you so much for welcoming me and being friendly. I felt respected, and all it was just a kind comment. And I'm glad you feel welcome here, Cricket, and we always welcome people here. Nobody is better than anybody else. Nobody is less than anybody else. Everybody's always welcome here until they prove themselves not to be welcome here.
like Johnny Small Pepper, he is kind of dicey. He's blocking himself from this channel, by the way. So I saw Cricket here yesterday, and I don't even know if I said hi. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations.
Where to go? Cricket said, no, thank you. People are very welcoming, my kind of peeps. Yeah, I mean, we are. That's one of my main themes here is everybody's welcome until there's a reason not to. If people do weird things or stupid things that we find just beyond the pale, that's when I'm like, all right, kick. But generally speaking, yes, everybody from every walk of life, from every country, from every anything, everybody is always welcome here until they do something that's just really above and beyond being stupid to where we're like, all right, we're not going to deal with you. So I'm glad you feel welcome here, Cricket.
Could I ask you a question, Mike?
Always,
I just thought of something. I just thought
Don't
of
know if
something.
you'll get the answer you like, but I'll
No,
wait.
no, I'm just thinking out loud. Something seems off about this. Is the owner and this guy coming in because he wants to find out why, if this guy knows his shit or not? I think it's an evaluation of him, not you.
Oh, there's technically no evaluation of me there because if I wanted to, I would walk up to the owner and tell him, I want you to walk around to every single server, bartender, and cook that you have in this restaurant and ask them to rate me on a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being terrible, 5 being best. And then after 2 days of asking all of them and doing the average, like do the division like you do on average. Okay,
Yep.
I asked 40 people. I got 1 through 5. I got this many points. Do that division. I guarantee you, you're gonna find out some stupid shit that you didn't know about me, and that's this entire fucking restaurant loves me. They know that I'm about putting out that quality shit no matter where I'm at. They know I'm about bouncing around and going out to help the cooks and the dishwashers and the bussers and the bartenders, no matter where, what I'm doing. But this Saturday, I'm going to let it flop on its ass until they beg for help. I'm telling you, that's what's coming up this Saturday. I already know it is. I know it
Good, good.
is. And I talked to my lady and I said, I'm going to let this shit flop on its ass until they are begging me for help. Normally, they wouldn't have to because normally it's about the restaurant and about my coworkers. And I float around and I go everywhere. And I'm back there busting suds for about 20 minutes. And then I'll run up there and I'll wash my hands. And then I get my gloves on and I start banging out food. Then I'll run over there, wash my hands, put on some more gloves, and I'll start expediting food out the window. And I do that on my own accord. But this Saturday, what's coming up, I am cracking the fuck up, and I'm going to let it fall on its ass until they ask me, because that's going to be my counterpoint. Boom. Oh, wait a minute. What? You asked me? You asked me for something?
Well,
This
the only
time you
reason
recognize, son.
and absolutely ask for 2 more weeks of vacation when you negotiate, Mike. It's free. It's not, and if you don't do that, they can at least negotiate you down. Say how about 1? You go, no, 1.5. No, 2. Say, listen, 2. You
Yeah.
want me to take on all the? Remember, Mike, money is money. Dollars per hour hits their budget. Vacation time is free.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're doing the exact thing you need to be doing. That's all that I cared. That's all that I wanted to make sure is that you thought it through, because these guys, honestly, I think Monday you're going to have a different manager. I think that guy's gone. I think what's really happening here
I
is
think if Saturday goes the way I think it will be, he might
Yep.
be.
Right.
I'm at 33 minutes. I normally pee every 20, so I gotta go pay that parking meter. I'll be right back.
Okay. So further, I'm gonna do farts with my hand under my armpit for the next 5 minutes until Mike gets back, and I hope that you all enjoy that. Because I provide high level entertainment here. That's all that I do. I'm very interested and concerned that you guys are highly entertained. That's the number one thing I'm here for. Anyway, hey guys, I hope you guys are aware of the storms that are coming out from California. By the way, guys, we have had rain, so much rain that I found a leak in my roof. By the way, we rarely get rain, and it has rained. Finally, stopped raining after a day and a half. So be very careful with the storm that's coming from California right now, and we're going to get another one coming through. we're sending a lot of rain your way, guys. So just be careful of that. Let me see. Well, I was going to do yodeling, except Mike owns that part of the channel right now. He said if you ever come up here and try to if you ever come up on my panel again and yodel, Mister Cuddles, I'm going to block you permanently from this channel. That's my territory. And I told him okay. So just understand that we had it out behind the scenes. If you go to a tough negotiation after someone just quit, be prepared. Yep, managers sometimes think they're willing people on every corner. Don't force their hand when things go bad. That's exactly, I negotiate. Just to tell you, I got my employee the highest raise. It was over 50 grand raise. And I did it by telling him what to do and saying, here's the options you have. And he did it. And he came back, and I went back to the people, and they said, well, he's already gone. I said, well, how did exactly do you guys have your titles if you can't figure this out? What you do is you go up to him and you come in heavy. You need to, because he's the only one who can save your ass. Anyway, my point is, it doesn't matter, guys. The reason I always say consider, because Mike is really smart. Mike is street smart. And he's also, I think he underevaluates it because he says he's not greedy. You need to be greedy, Mike. You're getting up into the point where
I've just never been greedy. I can't be. Like, even Johnny, I'm gonna tell you a perfect example of how not greedy I am.
Yep.
My last manager job, where I was on salary, I was working 65 hours a week minimum. And when I deducted my actual take-home pay and I divided it up by the hour, I was making $7.15 an hour, even though our minimum wage was $12 an hour. So I was a manager on a salary. Now, I did get the free vacation at least, but I didn't get no dental, no health, none of that extra bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I just got 2 weeks paid vacation. Mm-hmm. And if I ever decided, oh, I'm sick today and I can't come in, but I'm a dummy, I never did that. That would have been free too, because I was on salary. But when you took my 65 hours versus my paycheck, I was only making like $7.25 an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was stupid. And I should have not allowed that. But that's how not greedy I am. I just was like, oh, okay, I'm doing a great thing for where I'm at. Like, I'm making sure this place runs better than it ever had. Wait a minute, somebody's in the basement. Yep. We got Pontoon Jody. What's going on, CFF?
Hey, Jody.
You're the lady who.
So anyways, yeah, I was just making sure that the restaurant was running better than it ever could have without me, and it's just, but my pay was stupid.
Okay, Mike, do you
I was
see
working
where
65 hours a week, and that was just 4 years ago, and that's kind of why I'm broken.
Well, no. Let me throw this at you. And Jody, I'd like to hear your opinion.
Okay.
It's okay to be good for your company. It's okay to be a team player. It's okay to be all that. I can give you story after story, not about how great none of that. It's not that. It's about how terrible I made decisions. But they all worked out okay because there was a thought process behind them and there was a recovery zone. My point is that when you do that, Mike, that business is in business to make money. By you donating all that time so they can make money and stay open, that's not your job.
Right. That's why I'm done with this now. That's why I'm trying to say I'm too old for this shit. Like, I know there are the front of the house manager and some of the front of the house employees and some of the kitchen employees have been begging me to, like, go try to take this dude this dude's job. I'm like, no, I'm too old. I'm done with that. I've been too beat up in this business. I'm done with that. I just want my damn pay for what I'm worth, and I'm starting to slow down and starting to pull back. And
Hey,
honestly,
Mike.
if I didn't own my house next, you guys know this. I own
Yeah.
my house next year. It will. My final payment is next year. So that's the only reason I'm tolerating what I'm going through in this job is because I want this to be my last job. Next year, our house is paid off, and I will literally tell them 3 days a week, 8 hours max, 24-hour work week. I'm done. That's what I'm hoping for.
Hey,
Like,
there's
I'm done. And I won't
Mike.
even be a cook. I'll be an expediter only. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 to 8, expedite. That's it.
Mike,
That's what I'm
there's a
looking
comment.
for
There's
next
a
year.
comment in chat. Mike, there's a comment in chat about an anxiety. Fisherman 1979. I don't mean to cut you off, but I think it's worthy to
No, I'm
address.
listening. I'm starting to scroll back already. I'm starting
Yeah,
to
yeah.
scroll back already.
When
Trying
I
to
see
find
a
it.
comment that someone's struggling mentally, we need to surround that person.
Absolutely. I'm trying
Um,
to scroll back. I'm not seeing
no, it's okay.
1979 active
It's
there.
okay. It's quite a ways back.
Well, I see him
Um,
waving at Jody. I see him waving at Jody. Is it above that? He's waving at
um,
Jody.
Hey,
hey,
Probably
fisherman.
fisherman,
above that.
1979. Can you restate that? Or Wendy, can you copy and paste that so we can find it? Because it's probably before Mike can
No,
see
here
it.
it is. Right. It's
Okay,
probably
good, good, good.
this. My anxiety was so bad today. I had uncontrollable muscle movement. Yeah, I I know what you're talking about, brother. Uh, the ambulance would let my daughter go, and I had no family in this town anymore, and only a few friends. I told them to kick rocks. Yeah, sometimes you gotta tell your friends to kick rocks, but yeah, I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about right there, Johnny.
Yeah, and you know why they can't? Sometimes they won't let your family in the ambulance. It depends on the insurance. It depends on a number of factors.
Yeah.
Um, and it depends on past experience of the ambulance company. I can tell you every time there's something that doesn't happen that makes common sense is because they had an event in there, like
Mm-hmm.
ambulance drivers, right? I mean,
What's
we know this is good.
going on, Brad? Oh, speaking of which, wait a minute, Brad. I saw your butt up here on my feed last night after I left and went to bed and they took over. I saw you eventually come up here too. So
Uh,
appreciate that, brother.
Jody, what do you think of what we were
Brad was
talking about?
on he was up here last
Okay.
night.
Well, as far as anxiety for fishermen, I know what he's going through. I've had anxiety attacks, and I just stopped doing the things that cause me anxiety, and I don't have trouble with it no more. Like ball games, I don't like people being up against me. At funeral
Well,
homes, I'd
see,
have bad dreams and nightmares. I just quit doing all that stuff that caused
Hmm.
me stress, and I just started trying to do what's best for me. And I don't
but
have anxiety
sometimes
anymore.
that's hard though, Jody, because I mean, things that cause you stress, you sometimes feel like you can just dust it off your shoulder, but overall sometimes it really just sinks in and you can't get it off your shoulder for a little
I,
while.
I understand that. I mean, I have been married, but I've took care of all the bills of the household and raised the kids all on my own,
Yeah.
and that's a lot on a woman. You know,
A
I got
lot.
married. You know, the man's supposed to lead the house, not the woman. That's the way I've always felt, and that's the way I feel about public offices too. I don't. I think there should
Yeah.
be a man president, just plain and simple. A woman's got her place, and it ain't in the White House. So as far as that goes, but I feel a man is, you know, if a man gets hurt and he's injured, then that's different. And you know, that's why you have vows to take care of it. But
Yeah.
anyway, that
Now,
what
see,
I stress I could get
I'll
rid
say
of, I
one
did.
little side thing to that is that's why I think I have done what I've done here, because I understand that so many people from around the entire country and around the entire world go through so many different things in their lives, and I don't
Yeah.
judge anybody for any of those things. And I hope that people don't judge me for mine, but a lot of them have, by the way. But anyways, um,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. And I think that's why I've met so many amazing people on here, is because I'm like, hey, you go through what you go through. Your life sucks at sometimes for what you're doing, and so does mine, and whatever. And we have a common ground on that. You
But
know,
you know
you
what's
go through
interesting about
something in your
anxiety?
life that kind of other people might dog it for. I'm not gonna dog it for that, because shit, my life sucks at certain points too.
Yep.
Sometimes because of me, sometimes because of what I'm going through, sometimes because of what my friends are trying to put on me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But overall, if you can always just appreciate that people have struggles that you might not know about,
Right, right.
and let them have those struggles and say, I still love you, brother. I still love you, sister. I want to be here for you, you know.
Yep.
You know, one of the
And
things.
I appreciate some of y'all, because even Jody, I love you. My CFO.
Love you
I
too.
know that you, I know from the conversations we've had in the background that, sometimes I'm going through my things, and you're still appreciative or whatever, or at least try to let me know that you love me, and I love you too. And
I just
I
want the
appreciate
best
that.
for you.
It really does mean a lot, Jody. Thank you
Yep.
so much. It
Yeah.
means a lot.
I just want the best for you, Mike.
It means a lot. Trust me. It really does.
You know, one of the things that's interesting about anxiety or anxiety attacks is it's an addiction. Many times, it's also an internal issue, guys. Let's not kid
Hmm.
ourselves. But it's an addiction to your consistency of your life and your patterns. Because until you break those patterns, like Jody, what you said is key. You had to actually get rid of the things that did it to you. And when I decided to do that with my life, I fired all my friends, one after the other. I fired them, and guess what? I didn't have the same conversations every day. They didn't want to help themselves. They just wanted someone to listen to their ridiculousness. I was an enabler, enabling everyone else that would cause me. Anyway, but it's interesting you said that, Jody. That's fantastic
Well,
that you could do that.
you all know I'm religious, right?
Hmm.
And I'm not perfect. I don't act like I am. But I do have core values I try to maintain. But I cuss, no one's just perfect. We all got stuff we do. We don't want no one to even know we do. And ain't a single person can say they don't. You know what I'm saying? You hide
Yep.
stuff. But I do try to be a light to people. But like church, I don't go to church because it caused me to have anxiety attacks. I stopped going to church because they would like pressure me to. I can't sing, but they would just stop church and everybody would look at me trying to make me go up there and sing. And I'm like, I can't even sing. And you know what I'm saying? And just stuff like that. I just cut it out
I
because it
bet
just
you
caused
could
me so much
sing,
stress.
but now I bet technically, Jody, you probably could sing, but
I
the
can't.
fact
I
that
can't
they're
carry a
trying
tune.
to pressure you, but the fact that they're
You can
trying to
sure first
pressure
one.
you to do something you don't feel
Yeah,
comfortable doing, you
yeah.
know, that's where
I
it gets iffy.
and I don't do anything I don't want to do. I'll just flat
Good
out
for
tell
Right.
you.
you no.
Oh,
I'm not
I
going to be
know that.
pressured. I'm not
That's
going to be
just like
pressured
even when
into
you hang
anything.
out up here, when we get too naughty, you're like, I'm out of here. Yeah, you don't do nothing you don't want to do. We know. Or at least I know. I know.
And
So you
it's called self-love. You got to take care of yourself sometimes.
But
Yeah.
when you figure that key out, Jody, that you got to take care of yourself first, because if you're not happy, you can't make anyone else happy. It's a fraud.
Right.
You're a fraud to yourself, and because you're trying to carry the weight of everyone else. And when you figure out that these other situations are perpetual, no one's ever. How many times can you change a person? They have to change themselves. Have you ever convinced an adult to change their what they do, and they said, "Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense," and they do it? It's very rare,
Yeah.
almost impossible.
Now, it's very rare because they can actually only make that change because they respect you enough and your opinion enough and
Mm,
respect and realize, oh, you know what? They're kind of right. I do need to make this change. But
exactly.
it's ultimately on that person. That person makes the change, maybe on the recommendations from their friends, but only because they also realize it is time to make that change for themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
I,
started doing like, the Budweiser instead of the Four Loco and crap. Small change, but technically a
A, no,
big change too.
a very
Technically a
noticeable
big change.
change.
And
Your
I
show's so
and
much
I've
better.
done that, from
is
my
it, Jody?
friends and people
Yeah.
I respect.
Your
I,
show is a lot better right now.
I,
Mike,
you know,
Mike used to be a hopping place. He used to have a lot of big people in here.
I used to have a minimum of 40 to 50 people, but here's the one weird thing, Jody. Back then,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
drinking the Four Loco and
Yeah.
whatever else, but yeah, it,
They,
it, it was definitely a bigger thing back then. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now, Jody, and
mm-hmm.
maybe I'll lose a few more people for saying this, but I think it's technically true. So many people who were here back then, I helped to get to certain places and they felt they no longer needed me, so they're no longer here. I could be wrong, but I kind of think it's true. I do.
Well,
I
Mike,
really do.
I don't want you to feel that way. Think of it this way: they've grown and they got more responsibilities in life, and maybe they just
Yeah,
have different
yeah.
things they
And
have to do now.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand
I
that
think that's
aspect.
right, Jody.
But
I
I'm
think
saying
that's right.
like
Yeah.
some people are still here and they're always going to at least peek in and say hi and hang out for a little while. Some people have acted like I don't even exist ever since they got to a certain point. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let me.
I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that alone.
No, no.
But
Here,
yeah, I'll leave
Mike,
that
Mike.
alone.
Here's another thought. Here's another thought. Um, Social media is the idea that your content and you can bring people to your account because you and your content make a difference in their lives. But the fact is that 99% of their life isn't you. It
Well,
is the
yeah, yeah,
job, a boss, a wife, a kid, the
yeah.
hospital, parents, uncles, aunts,
Right.
cousins, everything. But my point is, it is very transient. Jody, I don't make your show that much because of the hours. But
Mm-hmm.
my whole thing is, even when I'm on your channel, I don't see the same people. They transition in and out. That is social media. It's very transient. So, Mike,
And
I
then,
did the same. I did the same thing. I had a whole bunch of people I helped, and I'm more like Jody says because, you know, uh, I I support people that support me only. I don't support people that don't do anything for anyone else. One of the things that Canadian fishermen said that is really true is go to the community tab of the person and find out who they are before you commit to
yeah.
them. If their
Hey,
community tab
Gavin.
is all about themselves, then they're all about themselves. Or they're new and they don't know the value of the community tab.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just think there's more to it than they forgot who you were or anything. Mike, you do a lot for so many different people, and it's the worst thing in the world is when you feel like you've been slighted on social media. And
No,
what I've
now
learned is being slighted on social media is just another day.
Mm-hmm.
I
Just
will
another day.
slightly counter, I guess, contradict what I was saying a minute ago, but I'm just talking about specific things.
People.
I'm like, wow, really?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
overall, think about my channel and my no nonsense, me just sitting here bullshitting, like, hey, I want to have some beers and talk shit and let's all have fun. How do I maintain these numbers for such a small channel that some people are like, how the hell do you do that? And I try to teach them, but I'm like, my thing is, I'm just here to have fun. I'm here to be myself. I'm here to hang out with friends that want to hang out. So
Hmm.
I hit these weird numbers that some people will maybe never hit. But
Hmm.
I put my heart out there, and sometimes I just put so much effort into some of these people who actually reach out to me in the background. That's the thing. That's the people I'm talking about. The ones who come ask me on my text or ask me on my Facebook or ask me on my Instagram or whatever. And they're in the background like, please do this. Please do that. Please do that. And I put my whole effort into it. And I get
Yeah.
them there. I get them to what they wanted. And trust me, I got plenty of screenshots. I've never showed them. They're there for my own thing. Like, wow, because they constantly are contacting me and asking me for stuff. And when I do it, I don't get a shout out. I don't get a share. I don't. They're not here in my chat. That's the things that hurt me.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Because
Jody?
I put my heart out there and I put my soul out there and I try to help and I'm like, oh God, check this amazing person out there, such a person and then I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get back into it, but that I'm just trying to describe the difference between like me being here for me and I could technically, like you said, when you go to the community tab, you look at a lot of people's community tabs, it's only their stuff. And it's
Mm-hmm.
technically kind of what the community tab is. It's for your community. But that's not what I use my community tab. I use that shit like it's a Facebook post. Check out
I
this person,
know.
check out that person, check out that person. I don't use it for me often. I occasionally do. Like tonight, I said, hey, I might be live tonight
Yep.
because for my community, if they're interested, hey, 34 awesome people still here. Quiet Man Curtis in the house. What's going on? John Wiggs, Mike Sampy. But yeah, y'all know me. 99% of the time I'm here to have fun. I'm here to just hang out and I'm here to try to help other people usually. So sometimes I get hurt. I get upset or depressed. But
Yep.
then all of a sudden I'll start getting these amazing comments, this amazing support, and this other stuff that brings my heart back into that place. Like, wow, I have such amazing friends and people who understand why I'm here and understand and want to be here with me and things like that. So it's a good balance. I get depressed and then I get lifted up by you amazing people. So it's a good balance overall, and I appreciate you guys for that.
Jody, what do you think?
I think the reason he said, he tries to teach other channels how to be like him. There's only one Mike. I mean, he's got a great personality. He's heartfelt. He's sincere. That's why everybody's here because they like you.
Mhm.
And you can't teach that to somebody else. They either got it or they don't.
Boy, isn't that true? Isn't that true?
I
It's
appreciate that, Jody. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the comment that hits me. I appreciate that, Jody.
Well, it's true, and everybody sees it. That's why they're here.
Yeah, yeah, and it's really amazing. Mike, one of the things I think you have such a good following for, it's like Jody has unbelievable numbers in her chats. It's stunning, her chats. But Jody is about it, as crazy as her life really is behind the scenes, and we know. Um, Look at how
Yeah.
consistent her programming is, and
Yeah.
look at how consistent her production is on what she does, and the people that she has on. They have a lot of fun. They do a lot of entertainment on their, while they're out fishing. And I think it's
Yeah.
awesome the way it's set up. I think it's really important when you're doing fishing to have a co-host. I really do. It's hard to find one, by the
Yeah.
way. But
You know,
the
That's
other,
why she's
go
my
ahead.
CFF. I've known her a long time. I was one of her. Matter of fact, the tournament started because of Aaron instigators. I was out there on my front. Jody can back me up on this because you might think I'm talking shit. You might think I'm talking shit, but the Flathead Tournament Challenge
yeah.
was spawned on my front porch. I was sitting on my front porch. I'm drunk as shit. Jody's up there. Jeremy Tournament Cats is up there running his mouth. Aaron from Catfish Regulators was up there, and he
Spanking Jim,
instigated a
Lance.
battle between Jody and Jeremy Tournament Cats. Well, Jeremy Tournament Cats had not seen that video where Jody pulled in 3 flatheads in a row and shit.
Yeah,
So when they started talking shit about a catfish tournament, all of a sudden, Aaron, instigator, regulators, said,
Mm-hmm.
well, can this be a flathead challenge? And Jeremy's like, I don't care. And then that's when he ended up running to Canada. He disappeared. So me and Curtis and a couple other people ended up being Jody's first guest on that
Mm-hmm.
challenge because Jeremy Tournament Cats ran away. That was the initial beginning show of Jody's Thursday night shows. Am I lying,
Yep.
Jody, or am I talking the
That,
truth?
you're telling 100% truth.
That shit spawned off my front porch because Jody was there, Aaron from Regulators was there, and Jeremy Tournament Cats was there, and a couple other people there. I was drinking beer on my front porch, and that's technically where that shit spawned from.
Usually it was
Not
Lance
to
and
take away,
Jim.
yeah, Jody obviously took over and just became a megastar after that, but that's where that shit started from.
Yeah, it was only supposed to be 7 weeks long,
Yeah.
just to see if I wanted to do
Now
it.
it's
But
now it's the thing. It's the place to be. I love it. And I love the fact that I was able to be there for the first year and a half. I'm kind of sad that I can't be there now, but hey, once I semi-retire, I'll be back in there.
I'm sure back.
Oh man, I'm seeing some amazing little comments in chat. I'm not gonna highlight them all right now, but thank you guys for the kind words.
I'm going to be in service, so
I'm
I'm going
still
to
trying
jump
to.
down.
okay.
All right, yeah, you did go robotic there real quick. All right, Jody,
Yeah.
my CFL, I love you.
Have a great night,
Love
Jody.
you, Mike. Have a good night,
I'm
everybody.
glad that glad to see you. Have a great night.
You too.
And Fisherman 1979, by the way, there are a ton of people reaching out to you in chat. Ashley, I want to recognize her. Ash has a heart the size of Wyoming, as well as a lot of people here. And uh, it's important you know that the people here are genuine. So if they say reach out to me, they honestly mean that. This is Mike's family here. So, hey, Duggar. Can you hear me?
I honestly will agree with that. Sorry, I walked away and used the bathroom real quick.
It's okay.
I will agree with that, Johnny. There is not a single person in this chat in general who doesn't mean what they say if they're reaching out to somebody. If they're throwing up prayers or they're saying, "Hey, reach out to me if you need a conversation," or whatever. People here are not fake in general. There's still 36 people here hanging out. There's still a chat flowing by there. Yeah, if people in the chat are reaching out to other people in the chat, oh yeah, that's real shit. Just like me, you guys made me. I'm sorry, you guys got me emotional again. But yeah. So, and 1979, by the way, I still want to meet you, brother. You're in Illinois with me. We need to meet up and fish together this year. Let me drop the link just in case anybody else is out there. Let me I gotta copy it. It's been so long that it dropped out of my keyboard, but yeah, everybody that comes in here and hangs out overall are just freaking great people. They respect everybody. They feel everybody. They don't mind what people are going through in their life. If they reach out and want to talk to you, they're good people to talk to. So,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, it's getting cold out here. Whew.
Yeah. Well,
it dropped down
we're
to 42 degrees.
You're going to get so much rain coming your way, bud. I want to tell you, the storm we had come through here was unbelievable.
Oh yeah, California is flooding like a mofo. I saw that. What did they call it? Atmospheric river? They said it was an atmospheric river.
It's see, I have I'm on the side of a mountain, and we have a terrace.
What's up, Rob?
We have a terraced property. It's several acres, almost 3. But my point is that when the water, this soil out here, it's very porous. It's not like clay in the Midwest, or black dirt and then clay. It is very porous, like a sandy dirt, stony stuff. So it really sinks down. But when you have puddles like a lake on the bottom of your property sitting there, that is incredibly rare. And that it's every week we've been getting the perfect rain, and then it's all going out to you guys, obviously.
Nanu, salutations.
Hey,
yeah, it's on our way.
Doug's.
What's up, McMuffs?
I'm just telling you, it's all good, my man. It's all good. It's all good.
I was cruising through the atmosphere, so I'd come by and just say howdy. How y'all doing? What's going on in here?
You got
a good
McMuffs
tonight.
and McBubs.
McBubs. Fisherman 79, how you doing, Bubs? The Dink over Stink, the greatest name ever on YouTube.
Yes, I still love that name.
Brady, my queen nerd. He's so pretty.
I will gladly catch a Dink Batman over Stink every day.
Every day. Look at him dropping stuff down like a professional.
Doug's, what did you do today?
I was just being a handsome fat man sniffing air all day.
Okay. So you're alive. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Kind of hung out, got a couple things, this little that, but I just had,
he was puffing blunts and watching videos.
I'm stoned as a cobble road, if you want to know the truth, but I mean, it's all about the sticky time with me. I am Mr. Duggar 420, friendly. But I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, it's wonderful being me most of the time.
Mr. Duggar says there's no secrets about his Area 51. It's 51 strains of weed.
Come see it. it's the icky stickiest. It's great to have friends that try to impress you too, because I got all kinds of buddies that grow. I mean, they're stupid growers, and they'll just here, try this. Tell me what you think about it. Okay, So I haven't paid
Right.
I haven't paid for weed in probably 15, 20 years, dude. I ain't shitting you. And I always got a big old sack. It's a wonderful thing. God is taking care of me.
Good. Well, it sounds like you had a great day.
Shit, I'm way over the level of a kite. I pass kites on my way up there, baby girl. I spin kites out as I go by them.
That's right. You passed a drone earlier. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think of this Russian airplane?
Oh
drone
yeah,
thing?
no. As soon as you
Dropping the drone?
said you passed the drones there, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I said, well, the Russians didn't pass that drone. They poured a bunch of gas on it, and then they dive bombed into it.
Now you understand something. What's really going on here? They're trying to start a war, and they went in there without in other words, they were trying to sneak in. They didn't have their little blink on where the Russians could see them. Coming in them kind of airspace, you're supposed to have something that lets everybody in the world know you're out there. Okay?
You do know it was over international waters, right? You don't have to alert the Russians. It was over international waters.
No, you have to let everybody know, not just the Russians. You have to let everybody over international air. It's called.
So then why can I go into international waters and tow a boat out of the water and just claim it for mine like a pirate? It's international.
That doesn't matter because it's
rules.
international waters. But you still got to let everybody know if you're flying that it's sort of like it's just
international
like a
FAA.
system. Yeah. It lets everybody know, puts a dot on you so somebody don't come cruising about, because they traveling fast up there. You know what I mean?
It's international. It means nobody has claim to it. It's international.
That still doesn't mean even
nobody has
law.
claim to that.
You
don't have to announce yourself in international waters.
You have to for safety.
For safety. Anyway,
otherwise,
so the Russians were being safe and we weren't. All right. I'm just trying to figure out where it's coming from.
How do you think they know the Russians were the one that did it? Because they had their little telling that who they were signals going on. I thought it was
them because they poured gas over it and then blew it down.
Oh yeah. They didn't blow it down.
Anyways, we're back into politics. No. Why do we keep doing this recently?
I didn't go to politics.
No. So what do you think? What do you think of
about Russian and American military actions?
That's not politics.
That's politics.
Guys, Russia and U.S. bump against each other in Alaska, right? We're right there. So
the only good thing is we got a bigger dick than them. They can't even take Crimea. They can't take Afghanistan. They can't take anything they've tried to take over. So don't worry about Russia. That's my opinion.
Russia's got stinky bombs, though. They got shitty. They got really bad bombs that are really dirty and it's old technology. They just don't have a lot of money to spend on the technology, but their scientists are geniuses because they have to work in theory. They don't have the money to do it in reality. So they have to be right, and they have some really good technology. But Russia's Russia, and it doesn't have the revenue stream. It just doesn't have the revenue stream of a capitalist society. And look, we're bankrupt anyway. So I don't know. Putin's buying gold. We're not. But my point is that we have confrontations all the time between Russia and U.S. in Alaska. Right in those waters.
I love that comment, River Rat 3030. He says shy balloon.
What is this?
Shy balloon.
He says shy, by the way, not spy. That was funny. God damn it. That made me choke up.
Yeah, there is a there is a person that's worried about their channel not growing, and they just go
Shy
crazy.
balloon. That sounds like a small nut sack. They got a shy balloon.
And they wonder why their channel isn't growing, and all they want to do is talk about politics. Politics is very stressful. People don't want to talk about politics on YouTube. They come here for entertainment, and that's why I stay away.
You're the one that
just
brought
be funny and do a
Russia,
political show, but I'm gonna tell
cuddle.
you, it would be a terrible show because I'll probably lose 1,000 subscribers on my political show if I did one.
But I brought it up because I thought it was an interesting. I thought it was an
Mike,
interesting deal. Yeah, I brought it up because I think it's interesting that I think it was totally ridiculous. By the way, the whole thing, and it's set up to do stuff, guys. But my point is, people don't want to talk about politics these days because it's just there's no ground to be gained by talking about it. Everyone's where they're at. I've never seen anyone change their political views.
It's such a divided line these days that
Yep.
People are, and it's hard to have a conversation about it because back in the day, trust me, back in the day, I have voted for Republicans back in the day over my Democratic counterpoints at that time back in the day. These days, I can't. I can't for most of them. I'm like, holy crap, what happened to the actual ideology of like, I think I can do this to come up with a better solution this way, and I think I can come up with a better solution this way, and you would hash it out and maybe eventually get that damn handshake we were talking about earlier. That used to happen. These days, it's fuck you and bumping fists. There's no handshake. There used to be.
Not since Kennedy's.
Yeah, it's a different world these days.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm going to step down. Guys, I'm going to step down. I may be up later, but I'm going to step down. I got to take care of something.
All right, brother.
Have
I might still be here. So if I'm not here, have a great night, Johnny. I appreciate you coming up.
Cheers, everyone.
Johnny. Bye, Johnny. Yeah, I don't know, man.
But yeah, I mean, that's what it's come to these days. It's just gotten to such a weird point that it becomes a hard topic because people are stuck where they're stuck at, and they're in their corner, and that includes me. I'm in my corner.
What you gonna do?
But
do you watch baseball
overall?
At all?
But overall, if somebody has a reasonable point that they can bring up, I'd be like, oh, okay, I can see that. But that's just not where we're at these days. It's not.
Yeah.
It's so hardcore and so far left and so far right. There doesn't seem to be that middle ground where you can come up with solutions for major things that affect people's lives anymore.
That's true.
And that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Fuck it.
There's hope. There's hope. There's always hope. As long as there's Jesus.
Overall, I say fuck that. Have a drink and have a smoke with a 420.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't know, man.
Most people can agree on that.
What's the weather?
I want my drug of choice.
What's the weather up there? How's the weather up there? Y'all getting snow, rain?
It's 43 degrees.
It started raining here a while ago. We finally got all the snow melted off. But we were probably in about the 40s or 30s tonight. But that dang wind, boy.
I'm sorry. That's funny. No BS.
Spring is blowing
Ashley,
in.
say something crazy. You know she will.
It's not crazy to her, y'all. She means these things well.
Yeah. I was laughing my ass off, by the way. I didn't have time to watch it all, but I saw you guys hanging out last night. And I was scrolling through, and I saw about being chained to the wall and some boots and some spikes around the collars, and I saw some of that. It was cracking me up.
Yeah. Hey man, my
When I
internet's
left last
messing up.
night, and then you guys kept hanging out.
Yeah, we hung out for a long time, man. And my internet's kind of messing up this minute. I'm gonna go ahead and slide, give somebody else a room to
All right,
jump
brother.
up. Good to see you, man. Take care of your little bitty self. Y'all remember
Yeah,
Mr.
have a
Duggar
good
loves
night, brother.
everybody. Chat, y'all take care of him. Y'all have God's blessings. Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. And I'm going to go pay that parking meter, and then I'll be right back. It still says there's 31 people. I still see a lot of chat flying by. So I'll come back here in a minute and try to hang out with y'all for a little bit. Maybe drop that link again in a minute, but I'm going to go take a fucking piss first. I'll be right back. Well, yeah, it's damn near getting chilly enough out here. I'm almost tempted to get my coat from the house. Whew. I'm just wearing my chef coat from getting off of work a minute ago, but getting chilly enough out here, I might go get my coat, or I might say, "Ooh, I love y'all. Good night." Either way, let me drop the link just in case anybody else wants to come up. If not, I'll start trying to keep up and read on the chat area over there. Let's see, paste. All right, there's a link if anybody else who wants to pop up that ain't been here for a while or have never been here. Let's see. For some strange reason, I woke up and barely have a voice. Sounds like I'm croaking. Don't croak! Do not croak! Michelle's Happy Homestead, you're hilarious. The only croaking you need to do is if you come up on camera and go, bro, bro, like a frog. That's how you croak. Bro, bro, like a frog. I'm sorry, it's getting chilly out here. Ugh. Think over stink. Has anybody seen my boy Pork Chop? I have not seen Pork Chop myself for a while. I will say if he is still kicking it, he'd probably be on Hogleg's channel. But I go to bed once I leave here, and that's why I don't go over to Hogleg's, because I'm passing out drunk as fuck when I leave here. So I want to respect his family channel. But I'd say if you're gonna see Pork Chop, it would most likely be on Hog Legs Lives on the late night. Ken Boris said I got chilled earlier today and wrapped up. Yeah, see, I'm starting to get chilled here. I'm like, ooh, maybe I should go get my coat. It's getting chilly out here. TidalWeight says, Mike, my guard dog is doing a third place best guard dog catch till July 23rd. All you have to do is post a video of your catch size. Doesn't matter. Text me that or Facebook me that or whatever, so I could get a better understanding of that when I'm not tipsy. I had 2 pints and 2 shots before I got home. I had 2 pints and a shot once I got home. I finished off a Four Loko, and I've been drinking a Budweiser and a shot since I got here. So my guard dog is doing a third place best guard dog till July 23rd. All you have to do is So you talk about from now until late July, just post a video of your fish. Hopefully, I'll get out there and get some fish pretty soon too. By the way, but yeah, send me a messenger of that with a little better description. And by the way, I'm sorry, I'm freezing out here. There's Kim Burris.
Hi.
She was first in the chat tonight, and now she's up on panel.
Yeah, I
I'm
figured I'd give
freezing.
it a shot. How y'all doing?
That's where it all starts. Just give it a shot.
Yes. Well, my back quit hurting long enough for me to actually sit up for a while, so I figure it's good. That's what having good pain pills does.
Oh yeah. Hey, Dylan, what's going on, brother? Whoops. Chat jumped. Still in you?
Oh,
Yeah, I take a few pills. They're the like the vitamin pills though.
yeah.
This is what I call my pain pill. Y'all know me. That's my pain pill.
That's okay. That's okay.
Trust me, my back hurts, my neck hurts, and all that. I get a few of them sips in me, and I feel a little better.
I don't blame you.
Some people do this, and I honestly wish I did. I wish I did a little 420 instead of this, but hey.
I know when my youngest daughter was fighting cancer, they her pain doctor for that was over in Illinois, and he put her on the medical marijuana. Well, then when it came back, her husband had applied for his grower's license here in Missouri, and they granted it. And so he grew the kind that she needed the most. And all I've ever heard it referred to as is Granddaddy Perp. And I can't be around it.
They always put those fun little nicknames on them.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a specific type of it, and it's an absolutely gorgeous plant. But I'm one of those weird people that I'm allergic to it. So when she was smoking it, I'm allergic to it. My system is just like, no way, you ain't tolerating that, honey. So I have to be away from it. But when I asked my doctor about it, she said, yeah. She said, when you have allergies too, and she gave me a list that I am allergic to. She said, yeah, you can't have that stuff. Leave it alone. Because I was thinking it might help with some other things. And she was like, nope, don't touch it. Leave it alone. So I will obey my doctor. Yeah, at least I'll try to.
Yeah, especially if it's a long-term, healthcare provider that you can trust, and they know your history and whatever. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, generally speaking, I mean, I brought that up before. Like, even though I don't smoke, it's definitely, except for the stuff that some people tweak and add other stuff to or whatever, it is natural. It is literally going way back to like the Indians in America and even before that, China and other places. It is a natural herb.
Yeah.
That you don't have to do anything to. It will grow, and it has medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
And it's gotten so much attention lately that it's legal in a lot of states, even for recreation, because they're like, this is nowhere near what my vice is. Marijuana technically is way, way better than this crap. Unless you have an allergy to it, but generally speaking, it's way better than this crap.
Missouri just legalized it for recreational purposes. Last year they had legalized it for medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
And people were getting along with it so much better.
They saw that tax money go up and said, wait a minute, let's do this for recreation too. I'm telling you. They saw that tax money.
Oh, you're not kidding. Well, the first
Yeah.
week that they had the recreational open, I forget now how many millions of dollars came in the first 2 or 3 days. And I was like,
And
oh
that's just
my
the tax. The
stars.
tax revenue alone is crazy.
Yep. And it just, and you know, when I was a teenager, and I mean, I'm talking 50 years ago, it was looked down on so much. And anybody who was even around it, you know, you were a horrible person.
Oh, I even remember that old movie called Reefer Madness.
Yep.
They thought it basically made you go insane, and I'm like, no, it actually kind of settles you and calms you the fuck down.
Yeah. And I know that's what my youngest daughter said.
But yeah, there was a propaganda movie against it called Reefer Madness, and that movie is crazy to watch even to this day.
Mm-hmm.
It's still out there.
Yep. I know when my youngest daughter was fighting that
All right,
cancer.
Cricket, have a good night.
Bye, Cricket. There were times that she would be in so much pain, and she said that was really the only thing that helped her. She said it's all that stops it. And of course, she had 3 kids at home under the age of 5, and so she was being careful with them too.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is the child that was told that after all the chemo and radiation that she had, she wouldn't ever have another child. She's got a baby 4 months old. And so I have a new grandson that I am so very proud of, and he's an absolute doll. And I got accused of breaking the baby because grandma has a rocking chair, mama doesn't. And so when they were here, grandma put the rocking chair to use, and then mommy couldn't get him to sleep. So she had to play like she was the rocking chair. I got a phone call 2 hours after they got home, and she said, "You broke the baby." I was like, "So what are you going to do about it?"
They, you know, another thing that they really promote for medical marijuana is epilepsy and seizures and stuff like that too.
Yep.
There was a lot of reports that I watched or news. It wasn't news organizations, but it was like news events or whatever you want to call them. And they were talking about kids who would have seizures every 90 seconds.
Yeah.
But once they put them on the THC and the medical marijuana stuff or whatever, the seizures went away.
Yeah.
And they started living normal lives.
Yeah. I know. I have a cousin whose little boy was like that. And she said, once we got him on that, she said, everything completely changed. And he was only 3 and 4 years old when they started it. And he is an amazing kid. And all through school, of course, they had permission slips and everything for him to use it when it was absolutely necessary. And they didn't argue. There was only one school that did. And my cousin just said, fine, I'll homeschool him. And he has gotten through college now, and he's just doing great. The kid's got a brain that just doesn't quit. So
it's just one of those things that it's so natural, honestly. Farmers and stuff will tell you on whatever, and it's one of those things that I could not believe it was a Schedule 1 drug. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're gonna put marijuana up there with crack cocaine? Get the hell out of here!
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, they can hand out opioids like crazy, but they don't want to give something that's actually natural and would actually do some good.
Yeah.
So
it was weird.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's kind of like tramadol. They want to say, oh, that's an opioid and it's addictive. It's not. It depends on how you use it. And if people use their heads about it, they're fine.
Yeah. As long as you regulate anything you're putting in your body, even me, I'm sorry I just usually chug too much, but if I could regulate this stuff into my body at a better pace, I could even maintain better, you know.
Yeah.
So obviously natural stuff like weed, you know, marijuana is just so perfect in what it is. As long as you don't alter it and you
Mm-hmm.
know tweak it out there and make it crazy.
Yeah.
The drug itself is perfect.
Yeah.
So, but when it comes to anything you're putting into your body, and that includes how much bacon you eat, how much you know
Exactly.
orange juice you drink, whatever, it doesn't matter. You have to regulate anything you're
Mm-hmm.
putting into your body technically
It's
for your body's needs. Like you said, you said your doctor's like, nope, you can't have that. You're allergic. So yeah, that means you can't have it.
mm-hmm.
So you have to regulate. Oh nope, I can't put that in my body.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about regulating what works for your body. But as far as that marijuana shit's concerned, I'm not a smoker. I wish I was instead of this, but I have no fault at all with any marijuana use, either for medicine or for that's your way to relax and party instead of this crap.
Yeah.
It's good in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, and it should not be illegal anywhere, in my opinion. But hey, that's just
Exactly.
me.
I've kind of always felt that way about it. And of course, back in the 1970s, it was illegal. No matter what you
Yeah.
were doing with it, it was illegal. Well, then medical science finally came around and it was like, yeah, this is actually helping some people. Let's give this a try.
Yeah.
And I know one of my aunts, when she
As a
was,
matter of fact, wait a minute, hold on. Sorry to interrupt, but as a matter of fact, 1979, I was talking about some anxiety earlier. That shit helps with that too.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does
If you
a
have some
lot of good.
anxieties, just roll you one up and you might be all right in a minute.
And if nothing else, brownies with it in them they work wonders.
Yeah. The edibles are good.
Yep.
Too. Yeah.
And because I know I have a friend that she's not a smoker. And she said, I couldn't smoke that crap for anything. I said, you know, they have edibles, right? And she's like, oh, yeah. And so she uses those. She has MS and several other debilitating things going on. She does the edibles and she can function. And she said, I am so glad that you mentioned that. So.
And they're so good in so many different ways, especially like if you like chocolate, like you were talking about the brownies. If you like chocolate, eat them brownies. But there's also, they have them in suckers. They have them in gummies.
Yeah.
They have them in all that. And now they even have those little cartridges for people who like the vape. They have the little vape cartridges and stuff too.
Yeah. And
so,
and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Neither is my daughter. My daughter uses the vape pens because she has been a smoker for years, but she doesn't want secondhand smoke causing any problems with her kids. So she uses the THC in the vape, and it works.
Yeah.
She does. It's not a constant thing. She uses it when she absolutely has to, and she gets along great.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was trying to talk about with 1979 over there. It's like just use that type of thing when you need it. Get a vape or eat a brownie and lay back and relax for a minute.
Yeah.
Let it kick in. Things like that.
Yeah.
There's different forms of it, and it's even in some of the states where it's illegal, if you take some of those other forms, like, you know, eat a brownie, you can be like, whoops, I didn't know it was in that brownie. So they can't prosecute you because you didn't know. You thought you was eating a brownie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I figure as long as now in my case, I would have probably been like Bill Engvall with his brownie. Because I'm going to eat the whole brownie.
I remember that bit.
And it would not have turned out well. But because I'm not a smoker, I'm allergic to tobacco smoke, and that's not something I can do. But I had actually thought, okay, maybe the edibles would work. And then when I talked to my doctor about it, she was like, don't you dare. I'm like, okay, I'll mind. I'll be good. I don't want to, but I will. So this just, and I want to take an
Exactly,
opportunity,
Steve.
Mike.
Look, exactly, Steve. Look right there. What he said. Weed actually helps with many health problems. You don't need pills for side effects. Exactly. You ain't
Exactly.
taking no pills for side effects when you're doing something in any
Hmm.
form of weed. I don't care if
Hmm.
it's the brownie or the edibles or the
Hmm.
suckers or the gummies or
Hmm.
actually smoking a big old fat blunt. You don't never
Hmm.
need a pill for the side effect of what marijuana helps you with.
Exactly.
Absolutely true, brother.
And I know my
That's what we're kind of
son-in-law's
talking about
father
there.
is, he uses it for anxiety. He's got PTSD, something awful. He and my husband were in Vietnam during 1968 and 1969.
I'll be right back.
My late husband was a Marine, and my son-in-law's dad was in the Army. Um, he was on the choppers. He not only served as an onboard mechanic, he was also a tail gunner. And when the PTSD got so bad that he just could not deal with it, he turned to the marijuana, and he got along great with it. It took care of the problem. He's gotten to where now he uses it very seldom. Um, for a while, my son-in-law was very much against what he was doing. And then when another family member of his was diagnosed with cancer, and that was one of the first things that they recommended for her to deal with the chemo, Heath was like, okay, maybe this is a better thing than I thought. And so
It is.
it is a good thing. My late husband never would do it. He just, he was a heavy smoker, and he said, I will rely on these. I can't handle the marijuana. So he said, I'll just stick with my cigarettes. And he did. And so it's just, it's different coping mechanisms for different people. And so with me, my coping mechanism is a needle and thread. And I'm a seamstress, I'm a quilter. And when I get really, I don't know, just upset about something, I can sit down at my sewing machine, or I can pick up my hand piecing, and it's relaxing to me. I can do it, and I love it. And I've got so many quilt tops right now that I need to get quilted that it's just unbelievable. And I keep telling myself, no, you're not starting anything new till you get these made into usable quilts. Well, guess who started a new one? But it's okay.
This girl.
Exactly. And the ones that are not I actually have 17 tops ready to be quilted. And I'm like, only 5 of them are going to stay here. And the remainder of them, they will be donated. And so I don't have a problem doing that. It's just, I enjoy doing it. I figure it's my way to give back. And so, and I want to take this opportunity to tell you, thank you for accepting me into this group. It has been amazing.
Oh,
And during this,
Kim, I've met you in so many other channels, like Scott and Joy and many other channels. So when you started coming in here, it was a pleasure to have you. And definitely, wow, you came in. You not only did you come in first comment tonight, which everybody always fights over. You're actually up on my panel, and we've been having a good discussion about different things in life. So it's amazing to have you here, Kim, and I appreciate you
well,
being
thank
here.
you. I love this group. I'm finding everybody here is very down to earth. We share the same values, and this is about friendship, and it's about being real friends. We can count on each other, and it's just like I told a couple of them earlier, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here, and I'm good with it. God gave me big shoulders for a reason. and they're available for anybody's use. And I got 2 ears that work just fine. And so if somebody needs to talk, I'll listen. I'm not a counselor, I'll admit that. But I am a mom. I am a grandma. I even have 5 step great grandchildren. And I have friends all over the United
that
States.
certifies you as a counselor right there.
Well, in
you
some
are a
ways,
bona fide
yeah,
certified
it was.
counselor right there.
And plus the fact I was married to a Marine for 30 years. So there you go. And
there you go.
it just, then I have to say, some of those years were not easy, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And it was a learning experience, and I loved it.
That's what life is.
Yeah.
Don't ever trade any experience you've ever had in your life for anything else, because it makes you who you are.
Yeah. And I know when my mom was on hospice a few years ago, I stayed with her. I took 8 hours a month away from her. And I know I had neighbors who said, why don't you let her go to one of the hospice houses? And I said, why should I? She didn't abandon me when I needed it, and I'm not going to abandon her. And when she died, a friend of mine said, do you have any regrets? And I said, absolutely not. My mom taught me everything I needed to know, except how to get along without her. And I'm learning, slow but sure, I'm getting there. It's been 8 years, and I'm finally getting to where I can look at her stuff without tears now, and I can talk about her and laugh. And we had some amazing conversations, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I have absolutely no regrets at all. And if anybody ever gets a chance to take care of a parent like that, I highly recommend it. Just buck up and step in and do it. It's awesome.
Yeah. And I'll say take care of anybody, even if it's not a parent. If you ever get the chance to step up and help your neighbor across the street, or your coworker or stuff, sometimes it's something that's gonna affect your life in the long run. I think if you step up and take care of another human being on this planet, if you feel you have to, or you feel you want to, I think it will probably enrich you as a person, being able to take care of another human being.
It does. And I cook.
Or animal, by the way, or animal.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, or animal.
I love animals. And unfortunately, the apartment that I'm in, we cannot have pets here unless it is a service dog. Well, those are pretty expensive little critters. And so, no, I don't have one. But the apartment complex right next door does have them. And I've gotten acquainted with a lady that she brings her dogs down through here every day. So when I'm outside, I get puppy dog time. I have grand puppies and grand kitties. And because my youngest daughter has a couple of cats, and she just adores both of them. And that's fine. I think it's wonderful to have animals around. As long as I was out on a farm, I mean, we had several animals. We raised bison for a while, and they are truly amazing critters. Cool. And my big bull, he was definitely my buddy. And they're a very interesting breed. And somebody asked me one time, they said, aren't you afraid of them? I said, no, I got a real healthy respect for them, but I'm not afraid of them. I mean, that's 2,000 pounds of bull coming at you at a full run. And we clocked him one day. He could do 35 miles an hour for a long time. And they can turn on a dime. And but I loved being able to take care of them. And I just, like I said, I cook, and I still haven't got the knack of cutting my recipes down for just one person. when my girls were at home, I was used to feeding 17 to 20 kids on a weekend. So, yeah, I have trouble cutting recipes down.
You can't break that down into a meal for a couple.
No.
You're
And
talking
so,
like a prison meal. You got the big old pot and you're stirring it like this.
yeah. Yeah, well, with what my daughters call the boat oar. And
Yeah.
so I share with the people here. And there's one lady that she's had several surgeries. So she wasn't able to get up and cook for herself a lot of times. And I was fine with cooking and sharing with her. And she said, "You will never know how much that means." And she said, "Can I tell you what my favorite thing was, though?" And I said, "Sure. What was that?" She said, "Your homemade bread." She said, "The next time you do it, please share." And I have. I do.
Yeah.
I love sharing like that. It's just, I figure God gave me the talent to do it. I might as well spread it around.
That's why I always love the phrase "sharing is caring." Because it
Exactly.
is. When you share something with somebody, I don't care if it's knowledge. I don't care if it's trying to help them, share something they're doing, or
Mhm.
if it's sharing something you're doing, or knowledge, or anything. Sharing is caring.
Yeah,
It's a
it is.
great phrase.
Yep. It's awesome. Folks, it is midnight here in Missouri, and the temperature here is definitely dropping. Mike, it's headed your direction. They've
Mine too.
already got storm advisories out and wind advisories that go into effect in an hour. And
Yeah.
they are forecasting 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts before very long. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
no, my happy little self is staying right here in this apartment. I ain't going anywhere. So I will
Well, I
bid you all
appreciate
good
you coming
night.
up here and spending some time with us and hanging out. It was great to have you on panel.
Well,
You were the
thank
first
you.
comment tonight too.
I loved it. I loved
You
it.
beat them all.
And then
Have a
when
great
Wendy
night,
said first,
Kim. Thank you.
and then she said, "Dang, Kim beat me." I was like, "Yay!" So good night, y'all. Y'all have a good night. All my love. Bye bye.
You too. Thank you for real, Kim. That was awesome having you up here. Great conversation. Hell, I think she was up here for about 40 minutes. We've had a great conversation. I'll drop the link in case anybody else wants to pop in and shoot the shit for a little bit before I go to bed. But if not, I'm not worried about it. I got to copy it again if it out of my clipboard. Let's see here. So I'll drop it again. If not, don't worry. I'll sit there and just try to shoot the shit with you guys over there and chat for a little bit. Finish up my next beer and then go to bed after that. But yeah, Kim Burris, thank you for coming up tonight. Pleasure to have you. It's been great to get to know you over the past few months after I met you in a few other places. So thank you. Appreciate it. Ashley Brady, let me do a couple shout outs here real quick. Let me scroll up here a few paragraphs just to see who's still here. I see Jefferson Einstein, no bullshit catfishing. Ashley Brady, obviously Eric B. I saw you when you popped in. Dink over Stink, still doing the moderator work. Appreciate that, brother. Dropping people's links, that's always appreciated. Ashley, Eric, River Rat 3030. What do you say? I saw my name, so I gotta click it real quick. Got to go, guys. Oh, River Rat. Sorry, I missed River Rat 3030 taking off. Says, got to go, guys. Hope you have a great evening. Everyone loves Mike's Fishing Home and everyone here, but got a doctor appointment tomorrow. Good luck with the doctor appointment, brother. See you in the morning. God bless. All right, have a good one. Sorry, I missed you, probably. I'm just scrolling way back there to see who's still here. Jefferson, Brad Caudill, Ashley Brady, Dink over Stink, Gavin Giant, what's going on? Wendy still hanging out. She says, I totally give up. I probably missed something. She says, I totally give up. I was probably missing some of her comments. Catfish Dog, what's going on? John Wiggs, Scroll. People talking back and forth there. I finally scrolled back 3 or 4 paragraphs to try to catch up, and now I'm probably behind again. All right, I'm scrolling back down to the bottom. Let me get back down to the bottom. Woo, 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 woo. All right, here we go. CFF is still in the house. Now I'm back down to the bottom. We got Ashley Brady, Eric B, my CFF, and Jefferson, right, and Kim right there saying goodnight all right at the bottom. Sorry, I'm starting to get chilly out here. I just have my little thin ass chef coat on. I think she's right. That weather is heading my way. She's just to the left of me, so it's coming at me. By the way, God darn it, Ricky Bobby ain't here right now. It's Ricky's birthday. He's either at Applebee's getting flashed by some waitresses, or he's at home passing out with his lady. It's Ricky Whisker Dream's birthday today. Oh, you know who else? I don't know if he knows it. He shares a birthday with Epic Catfish too. It's Tim's birthday today too. So Epic Catfish and Ricky Bobby. I know his name ain't Ricky Bobby. That's what I call him. Ricky shares a birthday with Tim from Epic Catfish. His birthday was today too. Oh, wait a minute. As a matter of fact, so was Joy and Scott's son, Randy. It was Randy's birthday today too. So they all share a birthday. So you got Randy, Tim, and Ricky from Catfish Dreams. Mike, go get your wife robe. What? What? Mike, go get your wife robe. What? Do you want me to wear my wife like a robe? I don't know. I don't know what that meant. Might go get a coat. Yeah, I might in a minute, or I might just go in the house. It's midnight here too, so get warm, you dingleberry. I probably will, but I was just hanging out, seeing if anybody else was popping up, but it doesn't look like it yet. So maybe I'll call it a good night in a minute. But I still got a little beer left, a little smoke left. So I guess I'll say that. Let's see what time. Y'all know me. I like to normally call it. Let's see. It's 12:07. I will leave between 12:15 and 12:30 my time. Hey, Michelle, happy homestead. What's going on? It's warm here. Got my windows open. Oh, well, you can eat me. Michelle, eat me. It's cold here. Let me roll me up a cigarette real quick, and then I'll smoke and drink and see what happens. But yeah, it's already 12, a little after 12 here, so I might end this at about 12:15 to 12:30 max, depending on what happens. But probably 12:15. It was a pop up. It's been a few hours. It's been a great night, but yeah, I'm starting to get cold out here. It's down to 43 degrees, and it's dropping. It was 50 when I got here. It's already down to 43. I'm starting to. I don't know if you guys can see that. It doesn't look like it's showing up on camera, but I'm seeing it out the side of my mouth, like I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a little puff of clouds because of the cold air. But anyways, y'all have a good night. Who's taking off? And I'll say goodbye to the last deal when I get out of here in a minute. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have like one more cigarette, finish off this beer, and then I'm gonna take my butt to bed too. So I appreciate everybody that was on panel. It's been a great night. Been a lot of great different conversations. Um, I even had a few moments where I kind of teared up because people were saying nice things and whatever, and that shit hits me. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I've always been an asshole most of my life, so I always feel that I'm not worthy of people's love, except for my lady and my kids, because I've created that love with them. So when I receive kind words and loving feelings from you guys, it kind of hits me. So, oops, trying to roll a cigarette. Somebody's in the basement. Let's see who's coming up. Guest. Oh, we got Catfish Dog coming up.
Who let the dog out?
Who let the dogs out?
What's up, man? What's up? You mean
What's
to
going
tell
on,
me?
brother? Looks like you're
you
at
mean
work
to-
already.
Yeah. You mean to tell me people were saying nice things about you tonight? They must have been drinking too.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. They must have been high as hell.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I mean,
Everything-
I'm going through things, but overall, I'm doing good.
Is it working out for you?
What's that?
I said, is it working out for you?
Well, not really, because I ain't got that pay yet, but I'm gonna make sure I do after this weekend. If they keep trying to do it, I'm gonna tell them, give me that money, or I'm the next one out of here.
Everybody wants that money.
Yeah. I normally don't, but I've gotten to that point where with what I keep going through here, I'm finally gonna step up and be like, "Hey, give me that fucking money, or I'm the next one out of here." So, but anyways, yeah, no, what I meant what I said earlier. Like, I did kind of choke up a little earlier in the feed. I don't remember when or why, but I saw a few things, I heard a few things, or whatever, and I kind of choked up for a moment. So I apologize about that, but at the same time, no, I don't really, because it was what it was, and
I'll have to go watch it. My phone was charging for a while, so I missed most of it.
it just means a lot to me when people appreciate things I try to do, or even when we're just here hanging out and people have a good time here, and somebody happens to say something that hits me. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've always been literally, I'm not lying. I mean, and people have seen it here sometimes when I've been stupid and gotten mad or been an asshole. People have seen it here, but that's what I've been known as my whole life in general from a lot of people. They're like, this dude's an asshole. So when people say something kind or appreciate me or whatever else, and it's not my wife or kids, because I understand what they do, because I go above and beyond for them. But so when it's people here or people in somebody else's that I'm hanging out in, when those things are said, or when I get a nice little letter in the mail, it just hits me and takes me to a different place that I'm not used to. And
you know, I answered you over today over the
it's
dudes,
a beautiful
right?
thing, and it's because of you guys. You guys have taught me to accept the fact that I do have a little bit of a kind nature or something else that I'm not used to in the past before YouTube.
I seen your video today on the dudes. I answered. You know, I'm bringing the
Yeah, I know.
beefcake.
Yeah, I know. That cracked me up. I saw that you did. Ricky did, obviously, and I already knew you two were in it. You guys got mentioned my name in the video. I'm like, I know Ricky's gonna be in it, and I know Catfish Dog is gonna be in it. Fish in the Mid South, Mike says he's definitely in it. in the comment section there too. So
Yeah, I seen that.
there's 3. Now I know we have more than that. We've had so many more people say, "Oh, I'm definitely in it," but nobody else has commented yet in there. So once we keep doing these updates, I'm gonna keep growing that list of the people who say they're definitely in it. But so far, officially, because y'all watched the video and actually participated in the comment section, yes, it's you, it's Ricky, and it's Miss South Mike. That's the only 3 confirmed people so far, according to the video.
You're forgetting.
Now, if I went back and watched a whole bunch of my lives, there'd be about 10 other people who said they wanted in it, but I'm going to keep it legit. Every time I do an update video, I will put the 3 names or the 4 names or the 5 names or whoever and pin them to the top and be like, this is the participants, because obviously we have to keep track of that shit.
You actually got 4
just
participants.
like the prizes.
You actually got 4
And
participants.
oh, by the way, you and Ricky last night blew my damn mind, because y'all both were like, oh, if we happen to win anything, we just want to put it towards the charity, which will be announced.
That was in my mind. That was in my mind the whole time.
Yeah, that was awesome, because you guys both said that. You're like, yeah, we're gonna give our winnings to the charity. That's awesome, especially because technically y'all 2 motherfuckers be pretty good fishermen, might win a whole bunch of money. So most of the money might go to charity instead of participants. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
Well, I would say probably Ricky Bobby's probably got the better fishing spot, but you know.
Well, yeah, he probably does. But
he'd probably catch one big old fatty and we'd be done.
It ain't all about just, big fish. There's small fish. There's most species. There's rare fish. There's all kinds. You might win more money than him, technically. So you never know. Your outfit might look better than his. I know he keeps bragging, but
no, there ain't no way. I'm not going that far.
It's up to the judges. It's up to the judges.
Hey, I'm just gonna wear me some Daisy Dukes. I'm just gonna wear the Dukes, but I tell you, I ain't putting on the fishnet and the wig and hat. No, doing it. But I would love to be at the boat ramp when he gets out of the truck. I think that would just be priceless.
Yeah. He needs to create his own little video or short about that, because
well, if somebody videotapes him, it's not going to be on YouTube. It'll be on TikTok. You know it will.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it'll be on TikTok, no doubt.
Somebody's probably going to clip it and steal it and put it on our channel too. Like, look at this fool. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pay that parking meter. And speaking of which, if you feel like it, do a Rent-A-Fish commercial.
I was just getting ready to say, Mike, I don't have any with me. I did one on Rick's earlier. Well, it's kind of chilly out here tonight. Dang. We got weather coming in Saturday, and I got to be out in the yard with the insurance adjuster, man. That ain't going to be no fun.
Yeah, this weather is sucking. I'm tucking my shirt in right now. I'm tucking my arms into my shirt right now. Ooh, burr. It's getting chilly as hell out here in the garage. My coat's in the house.
Looked it up. I couldn't find it in the thing.
Yeah, it's getting chilly here. Come on, I wish this weather would break, man, and just stay one way. Because it's just messing the fishing up.
It's going up and down 20, 30 degrees every few days. It's getting annoying. I know retired Rick's been getting out there and getting some cool fish, though. So I'm glad for him, because that's
he's going striper fishing in the morning. Yeah, he's going striper fishing.
And he's out there, but I mean, when you're retired, you can get out there every single day. So you're going to hit some of those nice days that we've had, but overall, our weather sucks. It's going up and down 30, 40 degrees, but then you'll get like 2 days in a row that's 70 degrees. So if you can get out there and enjoy that up and down the area, you know, hit different bodies of water and different lakes, and sometimes
we need about 4 or 5 days.
You're going to find some fish.
We need about 4 or 5 days of 60s, 70s in a row, because 2 days in a row just doesn't warm the water up enough.
No, not when it drops back down to 30 degrees at night.
Exactly.
And that's what's going on right now. Like, my temperature just keeps dropping while I'm sitting here. Now it says 40, 43, which don't feel freezing, but when it was 70 in April, not April, February, we had a couple days where it was 70 in February. Now it's March, and it's barely in the 30s and 40s overnight. It's crazy.
So March is being like a lion all month long.
Right. So far. What is today? It's like the second week, isn't it? What is today?
It's the 17th now.
Yeah, it's March 16th.
Yeah.
Today's the 16th. So it's the middle of March, and yeah, it definitely came in, and it's staying here. We keep getting the big winds and low temperatures. Wendy says it's 29 degrees here. Woo! Are you kidding me? In Tennessee? Y'all motherfuckers are normally like 30, 40 degrees above us. That's crazy. 29 degrees in Tennessee. Woo! Oh, she might be having that weather we had a couple days ago when we had snow, ice, and rain. Nobia says it's not 29 underneath that sticker row. Winnie's in the she shed. Hey, I'm in the he shed.
What I call my garage.
Warm. I guess Drew must be out there rubbing her shoulder. She says her body's warm. Oh,
I'm like you, Mike. I got my man cave out in the garage.
Yeah. I miss my old man cave, though. Trust me, this one looks nice. I obviously the little black light back there, and the sticker board and the local banner. My Uncle Lou Roz look cool back there. My Eileen, welcome to my kitchen aprons back there. I got my hat rack back there. It's kind of cool, but my last house, I had a true man cave. I'm talking the whole nine. Pool table, dartboard area. We had a roulette table and a 5-man poker table. We had couches, chairs. We had a big screen TV out there. I had a laser light system, a fog machine, all kinds of crazy shit. We had a total club out there. It was a 6-car garage that I turned in my man cave. Right now, this thing is technically a 1-car garage.
Mine's a 2.5, so I got room for it.
It's nowhere near what I'm used to, but it is what it is. Fuck it. It's cool. It's still all right, though. Like, it looks okay back here as far as,
And my garage is cluttered right now because all my stuff that was in my shed is in my garage. Yeah, studio. That's what I call the garage, my studio.
Yeah. That's what I call this now. Technically, I'm technically a tuber now, and this is my studio, supposedly.
Hey, you work Sunday
night.
night,
Brad. I appreciate you, brother.
Later,
Thanks for
Brad.
stopping in. I also saw you, like I said, last night. It was after I was gone, but Brad, I saw you popped up here and hung out for a while last night. I appreciate you, brother. And Wendy and everybody who ran the show after I left last night. You guys kept going, kept having fun. The chat kept going. The panel was rotating with different guests, and that's because Wendy was hanging out, even though she had her puppy going through some things, and I'm sorry to hear about that, Wendy. But yeah, she made sure to keep popping up here every once in a while when she could, and kept the panel going, kept the show going. So everybody who was on panel last night after I left, everybody who was in chat last night after I left, it was interesting, including Brad. Brad Caldwell did make an appearance last night, and so did a few other people that I hadn't seen. Hell, even Gandalf Smith made an appearance up here last night after I went to bed.
You work Sunday night?
Yeah, Friday. I work tomorrow too, but not that long. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I work 11 a.m. to close.
Okay, when you get home, watch Abbott's rerun, because I'm going to be on there and I'm breaking out all my new commercials.
Which night are you going to be there?
Sunday night.
Sunday. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
you'll remember to set a reminder so I can actually share it out from work too.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the rerun after you get off work, but I'm going to break out all my new commercials. I'm working on 2 more right now. I think I'll have about 6 or 7 by the time I'm done. Then I got to start all over again.
You know what I say about rumors, Wendy? Fuck them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you with that, but
no,
when you said rumor is, I shouldn't run your show ever. So, you know what I say about rumors? Fuck them. I'm just saying. But, technically, Wendy, you do know you don't ever have to do that. So, that's the funny part about that rumor. I love when you can, maintain the show or pop up here and do that. But you know me, I don't, you never have to.
All right, Mike.
So that's what's funny about that one.
It's time for me to go, buddy. Break's over.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Enjoy. Peace
out. Everybody in chat.
I can't wait for
26.
I can't wait for March 26. Is it 26 or
26? 26. It's on 26. A Sunday. 26. When I get down, when I get down to Springfield, when I get into Springfield, I'm gonna call you, and you're gonna come find me, because I don't know nothing about Springfield, So
I tell you what, if you come up off of 55, you'll be right at the beginning of our lake. So, but yeah, just when you get here, give me a call, and I'll come find you.
All right, I'll do that. So I'll talk to you later then. All right, deuces. Everybody in chat. Audio. Later, Mike.
Have a good night, Catfish Dog. All right. Yeah, me and Tim and hopefully Retire Rick will be there too, where we can all hang out. Me, him, and Retire Rick for Scott's birthday. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah. As far as those rumors and shit, that cracks me up. That's all I had to say about rumors. Plenty of rumors been talked about me, but yet here I still am. I still have a lot of great friends and people hanging out. We like to have fun and shoot shit, and we still help each other out. So all those people that want to talk shit and spread rumors, what are they really doing with themselves? Anyways, what time is it up there? Yeah, I got like 2 minutes left because I said I'll probably get out of here at 12:30. So I got 2 minutes left. There's still 20 people here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I am gonna be heading out here in a minute. Michelle, Happy Homestead says, my opinion is if Mike wants you to, that's all that matters. We love you, Wendy. That's a good sentiment right there. Let me highlight that so Wendy can see it if she happen to miss it. I doubt she will. Usually I'm the one that misses it. But yeah, I like that. If Mike wants you to, Wendy, that's all that matters. Fuck what the haters think about you, or if somebody talks some shit about you. Yeah, Fuck that. Because they do the same thing to me. And there's some things that I've still never let out that truly is true. Some of these people from this supposed community used to reach out to me and tell me who the fuck I'm supposed to watch or not watch. And I told them to fuck off. I'll watch who I want to watch. I'll have fun with who I want to have fun with. But I guarantee you, I know they're the same people who probably did that shit to me with some of these other people. But yet some of these other people didn't have their own minds. And that's why they're not here. They followed the leaders instead of following their hearts. Where did you have fun? Who helped you out more than these leaders? Anyways, love you guys. It's been a blast. It is coming up on 12:30. I do work tomorrow once again when I'm normally off. I also work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, open to close, so it's going to be another long week. I'm not saying you guys might not convince me to do another pop-up tomorrow if you want to. Just reach out and ask. That's how tonight happened. I had about 3 or 4 people ask if I was going live. I'm like, well, I'm at work. So I don't think so, but I could possibly once I leave. So that's where the night came from, and I'm glad they did because y'all, yeah, hey, drop her link. If Michelle's going live next, get Michelle's link out there for the live. Because y'all be doing that late night shit. I can't hang out that late like I used to. I started up hanging out until 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I can't do that shit no more. So if Michelle is popping up next, let's get her link out there. Or if somebody else is, who knows? But yes, if Michelle's Happy Homestead is going live, or Winnie's going live, or somebody, get that damn link out there before I close this. Or at least know she's going if I don't hang around that long. If it's not set up yet and it's going to be a while, I'm taking off. But just know that's who might be going live next. Winnie, drop her channel link so people can go to her channel, even if the live's not set up yet. Love too, Wendy. And yeah, you're my gal. Yeah. Speaking of which, I think I need to add you to the super moderator list thingy too, even though you have more powers than that as far as StreamYard goes. I think I need to set up some people like you and Avid and a few other people to have the super moderator role too, because I've noticed that one of their powers is turning on subscriber mode. So if I ever decide to just start trying to do unsubscribe mode to maybe get a few new people coming in here randomly, but yet have the protection of my moderators who can turn on subscriber mode if we get trolls, I think that could be a good thing. So I'll talk to you all about that later, but John Chad was playing. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, No BS. He dropped Michelle's link. Yeah, let's get the link out there. Just I can't yet. Hubby's on the computer. Sorry that gotta get my arms out from the bottom of my shirt. Can't drop panel from links. I can do whatever it is. Yep. All right. So it looks like Michelle Happy Homestead probably going live next. She does that late night thing like I can't no more. So y'all go hang out over there, have a good time. I'm still seeing if Wendy will just drop the channel link, her channel link. Oh, burr, it's getting cold out here. Anyways, okay, I'm about to get out of here. Love you guys. Have a great night. I truly do appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out anytime you hang out. I'm glad you enjoy yourselves here and have a fun time in chat. have a fun time interacting with me when I happen to be able to interact with you and all that crap. Obviously, I miss a lot, especially in the chat side. Wendy even cusses me out the next day a lot of times. She's like, "You didn't see my comments." So I love y'all. Have a great night. Johnny Small Peppers first. See you guys later. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Hey, Boss Joe's TV. Sorry, I'm signing off right now. Y'all have a good night. I love you guys. Thanks again for the laughs and the occasional almost tears, because there was like, I'm not kidding. You guys, a couple times I saw some heartfelt things over there. It was kind of getting to me, and I started having to rub my eyes. So, love you guys. See you later. About to take my ass to bed. You guys have a great night. Enjoy yourselves.